whole new view starts live right now. It's the blow-up everyone's talking about. Ben Affleck and Bill Maher throwing down on live TV. Whose side are you on?
That's just not true, Ben.
It's a harsh reality check for the stars of The Real Housewives of New Jersey. The Giudices get jail time, but does the punishment fit the crime? And sorry to burst your bubble, how one-man scheme to walk to Bermuda ended up with a desperate call to the Coast Guard. John Leguizamo is talking about hitting the big screen with Rosie Perez.
My favorite genre of female.
Actress Ana Ortiz reveals how she's about to find out how to get away with murder. And this woman has made more money than any other person in America. How U.S. Treasurer Rosie Rios got her name on every dollar bill. With your hosts, Whoopi Goldberg, Nicole Wallace, Rosie Perez, and Rosie O'Donnell. It all starts now on The View.
Hello and welcome to The View, y'all. So somebody watered the little desk that we had in the garden of desks, and the desk grew. But it hasn't grown up quite enough. So we're gonna see what it does in the upcoming days. It's better than it was.
Yes?
It's not where it will be, no, but it's all right.
It's a process.
It is a process.
It's a process.
You know, because I feel like I'm doing something illegal with this table. You see what I'm saying? I can sit here and look really happy like... I won't do any more because, you know, the people upstairs are pulling their hair out.
Yeah.
But...
We're gonna get rid of our table after one day.
Well, no, not quite. They figured it out. They figured out what it was as soon as they saw folks sitting and knees going. And so crazy things are going to continue to happen because that's The View now. See, stuff evolves, and we go. But one of the things that I am thrilled to say that we told you about last week is it is National Hispanic Month. I don't know, Rosie P., but I think it's a fantastic thing, and we're kicking off our celebration today, and you'll see all the folks that we have, not just because they're Latino, but they're brilliant.
Yep.
But why not start off with the best? That's what I said. We got the best here, then we go to the other best.
Oh, well, thank you. Yes, I'm very, very excited. Thank you. I put on the feathers.
Ooh.
In celebration?
In celebration, and I got the, you know.
Let's see. I want to see.
You want to see?
Yeah, I think we should. Don't hurt your man.
Need some help? All right.
Look at this. You know, it's great.
It does.
I just want to wrap you around my neck. You know. But girl, you know I'm not ready for that. How about this, though? We're not ready for lots of things, but some things happen when we're not ready for them, like Ebola. And the panic in America keeps getting worse. The first American infected, Thomas Eric Duncan, is now in critical condition. And a second one is returning to the States for treatment today. And there's even a call on travel bans. But the CDC says they feel that'll make things worse.
Yeah.
You know, because people have to travel. They got to travel.
Right, exactly.
And
Jon Stewart did a great thing about it. You know, he was like, okay, like 3 Americans have died of Ebola or something. 3 Americans have, and 300,000 are dying from heart disease. And he was trying to put it in perspective to not have everyone panic about Ebola, right?
Yeah.
And I think he did it well.
Yeah, and my husband, as I told you, he's flying today. He's doing a job for
Nike.
Okay, she said it, not me. You know, and I talked to him about it. I said, you know, just be cautious. If they pull you over, just, you know, let them take your temperature, but don't get hysterical about it. You know,
Is he leaving or coming back?
He's leaving.
Okay. Okay.
Well, you know what I thought was interesting, though, I think people needed to hear this message that sealing our borders makes the crisis worse, because if we leave West Africa to fend for itself, that's where the danger lies.
Yeah.
So if we were to seal our borders and forbid people from here, really, really smart doctors, some of the smartest in the world are here in America. They're going over there to help advise the healthcare professionals. If we were to shut our borders so that no one could go there and no one could come back, many more people would die, and many more Americans would be at risk. So I think that was an important thing for people to hear.
I love that the CDC said it.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, our Richard Besser, who, you know, we were going to try to have Richard here, and there was some concern because people were concerned because he's just gotten back, you know, and he's followed all the stuff he's supposed to do. But people said, well, you know, there's an audience here, and we don't want to get them freaked out. We don't want to freak them out. Now, this guy, you know, forget that he was on GMA all weekend, and he's in the building. You know, it's already, you know.
Yeah.
But we all know that nobody in their right mind, and of course there are boneheads out there, but he's not one of them, who will do things to make it scary for other people. He's pretty upfront and close and tells you exactly what went on, and so he's going to join us during the week because we want to talk to him about this so that we can get it in perspective, as your husband and as you say.
One of the hardest countries hit is Liberia, and there's an amazing documentary on Netflix or Amazon called Shout the Devil Back to Hell about the first female president in Africa, president of Liberia, and how she, a mother, got together with all the other mothers and forced the government to stop killing each other and children through all of these tribal wars, and she is now the president of Liberia, and she is an amazing woman, so watch that documentary.
Yeah, a lot of great stuff coming up. So apparently the Ben Affleck Bill Maher blow-up has been a hot topic all weekend long. You guys saw it, right? You saw it, Rosa.
I saw it, yes, I did.
Tell us about it.
I was watching it late at night, right? I couldn't sleep, and I was listening to Ben Affleck, and every single thing he said I agreed with. I understood his frustration of not being able to get it out, and I wrote on my Twitter, Ben Affleck for president, just right after it was on. And then I saw people go crazy, like, Ben Affleck was out of his mind, how could he possibly say that? I'm like, not to me. Here's a clip. Oh, sorry, and then we'll go to you. Here's a clip. I think that he was pretty accurate. Go.
How about the more than 1 billion people who aren't fanatical, who don't punish women, who just want to go to school,
wait a second. Wait a second.
5 times a day, and don't do any of the things they're saying all Muslims.
Wait a second.
Stereotyping.
Wait a second.
Things, and you painting the whole group religion with that.
No, let's get down to who has the right answer here. 1 billion people, you say. All these billion people don't hold any of these...
5 or something.
Don't hold these pernicious beliefs?
No,
I wouldn't...
Well, they don't.
That's just not true, Ben. That's just not true.
Sounds like The View.
Yeah.
Or at least what they always said we were like.
You know what I loved is I loved how you could see him fuming and building up, and he was just turning bright red. I just think I love Bill Maher. I understand kind of his point, but when you make a generalization about anybody, it's wrong.
Yeah, and I just want to say, Bill Maher has been making a point on his show and on other appearances for the last 3 weeks. He is an out-of-the-closet atheist, if I can say that, and he's making a point that within Islam there are a lot of problems, and he is calling out liberals, which is a Republican I find fascinating, for not standing up what he believes are liberal beliefs. He points out, he said this on Charlie Rose, that these are illiberal beliefs, that vast numbers of Christians don't believe that if you leave the faith you should be killed. So I think some of it gets lost when we just see the heat of the moment. But Bill Maher, I don't think is going to stop anytime soon at pointing out what he thinks are violent strains within Islam. And it's a very provocative thing to say, because at this moment, there are Muslims flying missions alongside American pilots to help us defeat ISIS. So it is a very provocative thing to say at a time when President Obama has assembled a coalition that includes many Muslims who are fighting alongside Americans.
Right, and I think Ben's point was that fundamentalists on the whole are the problems, right? Fundamentalists on the whole all believe in some common things. That women are second-class citizens, that gays are evil, that violence is okay if my side does it since I speak for God, that sex is generally bad, that other religions are inferior, and that my religion is being victimized. No matter if you're Christian, Muslim, Jew, or Hindu, they have all these traits in common called fundamentalism.
Extremism.
Right, extremism. And, you know, whenever it's them and not you, it's a problem. Because it could be you in a second. them and not you. It's them. Well, here's the issue. There are people who believe that. There are Muslims who believe that. There are tons who do not.
Right. Yes.
Tons and tons and tons. So maybe, Bill, your world is a little smaller. You could come hang out with us. We can introduce you to some folks who don't feel that way, just in case you're interested. But before we go to break, you want to get the word out on something, Rosie. You want to make people aware of something that's going on.
Yes, I wanted to tell you that my my daughter Chelsea is 16, and her friend from school named Carolyn Lindsay is also 16, and she has run away with her friend, her boyfriend Sam Foley. They're both 16 years old. They both have special needs, and they both need medication. And I just wanted to tell them, after talking to both their families, that you are not in trouble. No one is angry at you. Please call home. Someone will come pick you up. You're not in trouble. Thank you very much. If you have information, please call this number, the Clinton Police Department, 860-669-0451. They are lovely, lovely teenagers in need of guidance.
And we will be right back with more Hot Topics.
How's this for a bubble-headed scheme? Find out how one man's plan to walk on water ended up with a dramatic rescue at sea. And John Leguizamo is showing off his best celebrity impersonations.
You know, medical history was just made in Sweden, where the first baby was born to a woman. Why are you laughing?
It's a very good accent.
Anyway, the first baby was born to a woman with a transplanted womb.
A what?
A transplanted womb. A womb, a womb.
A womb.
Yes. A family friend donated to her.
Really?
Yeah, she had it, I guess, sitting around the house. She said, boy, you know.
How does that work? Like, I'm done with this? You can have it?
Well, the womb was hanging. As you know, you get to be a certain age. Everything does. And she said, you know, I could use that. And the girl said, oh, I could use it. I could put a new baby in there. Can I have? And the lady said yes, which I think was wonderful.
It all worked out.
I love how, like, a Jamaican kind of accent just smokes in there.
It's a Swedish Jamaican.
Yes, it's a Swedish Jamaican.
The baby? Not the baby.
Yes.
The baby.
Yes, it's fantastic.
Very
That's
cute.
right. So I think that's wonderful, though, that
Sure.
I mean, because you hear about other things being donated, but you never hear about, like, a womb.
Yeah.
So
I
That's
like
very generous.
Yeah.
Well, if you're not using
And
it.
the woman was 70, so she
Yes.
didn't really have a lot of use for it.
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
it's
so
not
nice
like
to
you
know
can
that-
store anything in
But
it.
it's nice to know that it holds, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think
It's
that's
the only
nice.
thing that does. Because there's nowhere for it to go.
Right.
Never mind. Anyway, you know, speaking of nowhere to go, you know, the Real Housewives of New Jersey, Teresa and Joe Giudice. Yeah, look, they sentenced them to prison time last week on multiple fraud charges. Joe's gonna serve 41 months. Teresa's gonna begin 16-month sentence on January 5th. I mean, I'm not surprised by the amount of time they were given, I gotta say, because you can't mess with the IRS. They don't play. They just don't. They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah, and I understand. I went back and studied after Wendy Williams taught me on Friday who these
Right.
people were, and apparently they shop with like big wads of cash. I mean, that's
It's funny
sort
you
of
should mention that,
a hint,
Yes.
because
right?
there is a clip that might have been a red flag for folks at the IRS. I don't know. You check it out, see what you think.
Table, 2,500. We're getting 8 of these. These are 1,000 each.
Okay, and I want to get my bedroom set too.
Bedspread with the pillows and everything is about $4,800.
I want 2 of these.
$8,200 each. You build huge, you need huge.
Yeah. I hear the economy's crashing, so that's why I pay cash.
120, 360. 120,360.
And that's how many rooms? Only one?
fall off my chair.
Okay.
Ben, or whatever, took that number.
IRS.
You know?
Surprised that the IRS got that.
It's a scene, it looks like a scene straight out of Goodfellas.
Yes.
You know, remember when she asked her for some money and she went, not that much? You know, and it was crazy. I just hope that those kids are well taken care of, because that's the real heartbreak.
Yeah.
They
Well,
said they're going to do time one at a time so that they
Yeah.
don't overlap, so the
Right.
kids won't be alone.
But it's like, Duh.
Yeah.
You're on TV.
Right.
You gotta walk. The guy said $125,000. I would have said, oh my God.
Right.
Then they would have said, cut. I'd have gone in my pocket and given it to you then. You don't do it on camera.
Right, exactly.
It's kind of dumb.
But you know, people had said in the meeting, oh, they paid for cash, but I didn't know it was $102,000.
That's kind of a problem.
I thought it was like 40 grand. 102?
120.
120?
Crazy. It's crazy. At my ATM, I can't even get out more than $400 at a time.
Me
so,
either.
I mean, I don't even see that amount of cash anywhere in my life. So for someone to just whip it out of furniture store is nuts to me.
Well, what about this? A super fan, a man 41 years old named Abe Kalamig, has seen the musical Rock of Ages 500 times in 6 countries on several cruise ships, spending about 25 grand.
Wow.
I'm sure he didn't pull it out of his pocket.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, but there are super fans. Are you a super fan?
Yeah, I'm a super fan. You kidding me? I used to cut out of school the day Barbra Streisand's albums were released. I used to go to Corvettes at 7 a.m. and wait till they opened the doors to run in and get the first copy. So, but Broadway I've seen shows 10 or 20 times. Les Mis I must have seen 20 times.
I've seen, yeah.
But when you went to on-Broadway...
I saw Carolina Change 4 times and went to the opening. And you go back because every single night is different. Because when you're a performer on Broadway, when you wake up, you're different. So you're going to bring a different performance. So I can understand. 500 times, I don't know, but I can understand, you know, several, you know, multiple times.
But are you guys ever freaked out to see the same people in the audience night after night? Like, when does a super fan become a stalker, in your view?
Well,
you know, when they hurt you.
No, but I mean, is there any... I mean...
No, there's no line.
No. Yeah, I've never experienced that. I love the fans.
Yeah, fans are great. Fans are great. They are wonderful. And it's nice to see them.
But there has to be a line where, like, same guys, right?
When they follow you home, it's uncomfortable.
That would be uncomfortable. I agree.
But you know what? Here's a guy whose example I want to follow. He's a man in Miami. I think we should do this. He thought he could walk to Bermuda in a homemade inflatable bubble. Spoiler alert. He did not quite make it. But he is working. So this is my favorite part. Because he called the Coast Guard, not because he needed help, but he needed directions to Bermuda. So he called them. And then he called them back and said, oh, you know, this is getting a little tiring. And the guy's like, are you asking us to come and find you? Because we have no idea. What are you in? He's in a hamster bubble.
And isn't Bermuda near North Carolina? He went from Miami to Bermuda?
A long way north,
That's a weird... In Bahamas, maybe? He didn't even know where he was going, I think.
Well, that's why he called the Coast Guard. Hi, I'm walking on water.
Yeah. He did call me JC.
That's right. Guess who? No.
It's me again.
I'm back. No, okay. Enough of the funny jokes. It's crazy. Well, not enough. Because a fabulous man is coming back when we come back. And his name is John Leguizamo. We'll be right back.
John Leguizamo is talking about his upcoming films with Keanu Reeves and our own Rosie Perez.
John Leguizamo was just voted one of the most powerful Latin stars in Hollywood. And he's bigger than ever, starring alongside Keanu Reeves in the new IMAX movie, John Wick. Take a look.
The owner of the car, did you kill him or what?
No.
Oh, look at you. It's great. You're gonna come into my shop and you're gonna pull a gun on me. That's great, man. Come on. Now, you kill me right now, or you get out of my shop.
Vigo is not gonna like this.
But you know what Vigo likes or doesn't like. I'll tell you something he's gonna understand.
Please welcome my dear friend, John Leguizamo.
Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
what's up? You. How you doing?
I'm all right, baby. You
Look
look
at all the
good.
talent you got over here. Holy
You're looking good.
this lighting is good for me, yeah.
Yes. Good for everybody. Good for all of us. That looks incredible.
Oh, man, Keanu Reeves is the star of this film.
I don't know about
Boy, I
that.
expected him to be, you know, dude, it's so cool to be hanging out with you. But he's not that dude. He's a totally different action. Yeah, he's a man.
Yeah, and he's an action hero,
Yeah.
man. He's Clint Eastwood.
He is a tough guy.
Yes.
The guys who directed this were the guys who did 300 and The Matrix.
Wow.
So the action is sick.
Yeah, and
If
you're
you like
great
that
in
sort of
it.
thing.
You're really great in it, John.
Not bad, thank you.
You're welcome.
I try not to suck. Doesn't always happen.
You know, Variety Latino just named you number 6 on their Powerful of Latinos 20 most influential stars list. You know, your career started on the subway train, and now you're like...
And my mother must have voted for that. She must, she must have been one of the judges.
Oh, look who you're sandwiched between.
That's not that kind of sandwich, Rosie. Yeah, I started on the subway. I thought it was open mic night, and I grabbed the conductor's mic, and I was doing all my voices on it. I say, boy, you're a chicken hawk, boy. Popeye, and then I got arrested. It was like my first bad review, I guess. I don't know.
And you use your family a lot in your act, and I know that you've talked about sometimes your family's not so happy about that, right?
Oh, yeah. No, they're not happy about it.
No.
But the great thing is, my mom can easily be bought, so that's what I love about it.
Moms are good like that.
I know. I bought her a brownstone, and she was like, okay, it's okay, I forgive you. If you give me a country house, I'll forgive you even more.
She really talks like that,
I know.
But you like teasing us now with these impersonations. You've got a couple others, an Al Pacino and a Sofia Vergara. Can we?
Well, I just did a movie, Chef, with Sophia, so there was no way it wasn't.
Which is lovely. Everyone
Really
should
great.
go out and see that movie, Chef.
And it's also on iTunes and Netflix.
It's all over the place.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Sophia came up to my door and goes, hello, darling. I got my new perfume, Sophia. You gotta try it. So my daughter now smells like Sophia all the time.
I'm just happy I'm not the only Latina that, you know, people imitate anymore, you know? Jeez, it's like,
Not only you.
yeah, not only me.
Your one-man shows are some spectacular pieces of art, and you
thank
keep
you.
them coming. You keep them coming. How do you just keep digging in your family?
No more. I dug a little too deep last time. my poor dead grandfather. But
Rest in peace, right?
yeah, leave him alone. Leave the man alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, my only regret is that my grandfather never got to see an all Spanish-speaking Manhattan, which was his dream, but that didn't happen for him. But never mind.
No, it's happening in California, though, but he's dead.
Yeah, he's not going to see it.
No.
But my next one-man show, I just started already. It's Latin History for Dummies, and it works. That's all, y'all. And, you know, it's great for Latin History Month, which is not even a month. What is it, a couple of days? Is it a week?
No, it's a month, but it's
to the
split in
middle.
the
It's
middle.
not like a clean month.
I know.
Well, by a couple days.
Black History Month is the shortest month of the year.
No kidding. You can't even get it. Look, you can't even get a parade.
There's not enough time.
No, not
enough time to organize. You got 28 days.
It's like a period. It's terrible.
At least you know it's coming when it's coming. Without a calendar, I'm at a loss.
Exactly.
Give me a clue, because it changes every... My wife, never mind. I'm going to get in trouble.
I know it's hot.
I'm leaving before because I'm never going to get any again.
How are your kids?
My kids are great. They're 13 and 14, going through that puberty thing called puberty. You heard of it?
Yeah, but they're so Americanized. Can I
know.
say that?
Yeah, no, they are. There's my son, as happy as
So
any man would be in those arms.
Yeah, look at that.
Beautiful. How do you deal with that they're so Americanized?
Well, you know, it's the opposite of them. You know, when I was a kid, people tell me, don't be Latin if you're going to be an actor. Stay out of the sun, walk in. Like, you used to tell me, don't even eat dog food, John. Sure.
Oh my God, you are so being mild. But listen, we have a clip, right?
Yes, we do.
Are we going to the clip?
Yes, Fugly. Me and Rosie, in this movie, it's an anti-romantic comedy. It's about this guy. He was fugly as a kid, and then he gets contacts, gets somebody to cut his hair, and now he just wants to be a player. And but he keeps falling in love.
Yeah, but he falls in love with me,
Yes.
right?
Let's watch it.
And I'm just so ridiculous.
She's a Nuyorican poetess. Howie, I think you're a Latina Meryl Streep with only one accent.
Well, I love Meryl Streep, but I'm barely Latin.
Oh, come on, you're Latin.
No, with these blue eyes and blonde highlights, I'm not.
Oh, no, then you're right. You're a self-hating Latin woman.
No, I'm a self-preserving Latin woman.
Oh, come on, you're Latin. You know it only takes a drop. Come on, can you dance without music?
Yeah, but...
Do your friends tell you to stop screaming when you're actually just talking?
Yeah, but...
Right. See, can you get to your house blindfolded because the smell of sazon and manteca is so strong?
Yeah, but...
See, you're either really fly for a white chick or my favorite genre of female.
You got all the moves and all the words.
Oh, yeah, suave.
You actually made me laugh because that was a little bit of ad-lib in there.
Yeah, we were improvising a lot
Yeah, and I was trying not to laugh because I'm supposed to be a mean woman.
Yeah, and I was trying not to look at your,
Yeah.
It was incredible.
For some reason, I have this as part of one of your shows, Fugly. Is that wrong? Am I wrong? Did you not?
No, I was a fugly child, so I mean that's part of my show, kind of,
Right.
So no, but it wasn't.
But it's separate.
Separate.
Okay,
thing.
gotcha.
Yeah, this is kind of like based on an actor who's trying to make it in New York and trying to be a player, and it all falls apart on him.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, can't wait to see
You know how it goes.
You know.
Well, our thanks to you, John. Thank you for coming on. And John Wick is in theaters October 24th, and Fugly is in theaters November 7th. We will be right back.
And watch Icing!
The treasurer of the United States, Rosie Rios, is talking about the incredible journey that put her on the money.
States, Rosie Rios, is one of the most powerful women in America. Take a look. On January 20th, 2009, the entire country witnessed the unprecedented, the inauguration of America's first African-American president.
We are ready to lead once more.
At the same time, the country was in the grip of economic collapse. The threat of a Great Depression was real. The first task of the new administration was to stop the downward economic spiral. Among the people in charge of preventing a national catastrophe was a woman named Rosie Rios, a first-generation Mexican-American raised in California with 8 brothers and sisters by a single mom. Having achieved success in the private sector, she was now a leader at the United States Treasury. And with her colleagues, led by the Treasury Secretary, she helped avert a second Great Depression. Today, she remains the Treasurer of the United States. And if you look in your wallet, you will find her name. Please welcome Treasurer of the United States, Rosie Rios. Bravo, bravo, bravo. I have to tell you, I am so enthralled by you. You know, what I want to ask is, first, what does the U.S. Treasurer do? Because I know what you do, but I think the masses do not understand your job.
Well, as Treasurer of the United States, I oversee the U.S. Mint and the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. So basically, we print the money in your pocket, your coins, and your currency.
Wow. And how did you get here? You know,
that's power. That's power.
I know you're an important person, but I had to give you 2 snaps and like that. You know, and you know, I have to say, when I was reading your bio, I was like, how did you do this? Because people ask me that, and sometimes I find it insulting, just because we were born, well, I was born into poverty, and here you are with us being raised with multiple siblings and a single mom, and you made your way to Harvard and then to the U.S. Treasurer. It's just, how did you do it?
Thank you. Thank you. You know, I really have to owe a lot of it to my mom. You mentioned her. She definitely raised all 9 of us as a single parent, sent all of us off to college, and everything I do, I feel like I do for her.
I think one of the coolest things about your post is, since 1949, a woman has held this job. Now, let me tell you something about Washington. You cannot say that about all of the posts in Washington, and I think that you're a great example of sort of female leadership that is gender neutral, right? I mean, you're excellent at your job. It has nothing to do with being a woman. It has nothing to do. You're just excellent at your job. How do we raise a generation of girls who just go for any job, no matter the precedent?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I can just talk to you about what my mom did. I mean, she certainly, I think, really enforced this really strong sense of values, I think, in all of us, made sure that education is what she stressed for every single one of us. We're all very fortunate to live in a village in California where we had strong support from our church. And, you know, really, I think for this position, I'm very honored to fill it. Certainly when President Truman appointed the first treasurer in 1949, think of what was happening at that time. It was right after World War II. Women's participation in the workforce increased over 57% between 1940 and 1944. So it's very symbolic of President Truman to put a woman alongside the Treasury Secretary on something that the American public sees every day.
Right. And you're being honored by Harvard now.
I am. So I was notified in April that I am the first Latina to ever have a portrait commissioned and will be presented hopefully later next year.
Nice.
Wow.
I just want to say, it is, having seen all these wonderful changes in our country, there's something fabulous about seeing your name on that money.
Yeah.
I just want to say it's an honor to sit at this table, but look at you. Look at Rosie. This is cool, right?
And I love that two of your sisters are here with you, and right before we started, you looked at them both and said, "No, don't make me cry." Right?
Well, I'm about to cry too, because this is a wonderful day and this is such an honor. I want to thank you so much for coming. Yeah. Thanks to the Treasurer of the United States, Rosie Rios. We will be right back.
Devious Maid star Ana Ortiz is talking about her role in this season's breakout hit, How to Get Away with Murder.
Betty and Devious Maids, and she's about to star in one of the hottest new shows this season. Please welcome Ana Ortiz. I'm so happy that you're here. We first met on a more political show on the set of Morning Joe, and you have this political junkie in your family, and I feel like I just have to get that out because often I'm the only political nerd on the set, but you grew up in a political family. Talk about your dad.
Well, my father well, he was a city councilman, the first Puerto Rican city councilman in the state of Pennsylvania.
Right?
That's his swearing in, his first swearing in with my tío Quique and my stepmother Lydia, with the Puerto Rican flag, of course. Who was travel without it?
You know.
Yeah, so I grew up very, very political, and I have to say, if everybody hasn't seen Yo Soy Boricua, her documentary, Pa que tú lo sepas. It is required watching in our home, and it's so brilliant. I love it. My father was like, "Tell Rosie I love this." So we love it.
And you studied dance and grew up watching some.
I grew up here in New York City. I was a ballet dancer for years and always wanted to perform. I think that was just always something in my life, and grew up watching Rita Moreno and Chita Rivera and, you know, Julie Andrews and, you know, but those were my sort of touchstones. And then, you know, watching you on the Fly Girls and just everything, it's just incredible to meet. Finally. Sorry.
See, I'm dying. I might cry. You two are holding it together, but I think I'm going to cry right here. And you ended up, I think, sort of having to defend your role. And this is a creative project. Devious Maids ended up causing a little bit of controversy, especially in your community. Can you talk about that? I mean, you're incredible in it. The show is so smart and so witty. And I met you before it started, and I remember watching the coverage as it went on. You ended up having to defend Latinas playing maids.
Yeah, I think, I understood the controversy. I did. I think even when I first saw the script, I was like, really? We have to be maids, you know? I was just like, oh. But I read the script, and I knew Eva Longoria, and she's such an incredible supporter for the community, and she's such an incredibly smart, powerful woman. And so I said, let me read the script, and I just had fun, and I was reading it and I was laughing.
And they are the powerful characters,
They're the ones who hold all the power, absolutely.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. For me, it's that we don't have the right to be loud. We don't have the right to be funny. We don't have the right to play certain roles. And I think that nonsense has to stop. Because, you know, I do. If the material is good, and it is of worth, and it's entertaining, and it's well written and well acted, we should support one another. Because you know what? There are maids out there, and we're actually disrespecting maids. By saying I don't want to play a maid. So
no, I totally agree. I mean, my grandmother cleaned homes, and it was something like, why can't I tell her story with dignity and humor and sexiness and all of that stuff? That's her story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and now you are. Yes, and now you're going to guest star in one of my favorite new shows. And I'm saying that not just because it's on ABC, thank you.
It's so good.
You're guest starring on How to Get Away with Murder, Miss Viola Davis. Oh, yes, I think we have a clip.
Murphy, I'm Annalise Keating.
Oh, thank God. I don't know how I'll ever repay you.
Way.
I didn't know what to do. I've never needed a lawyer before. I was so grateful that Cheryl offered to put me in touch with you.
Well, Cheryl's a longtime client of mine. I'm glad I can be of some help.
I'm so ashamed. This is not the kind of thing I usually do.
Charges have been dropped. It's been cleared from your record. No one will know, including your husband.
Whoa. Working with her. I think she's incredible.
She is beyond incredible. She's so kind. She's so generous. She's so down to earth. That whole cast is really phenomenal, and they're all so close, and yet it's hard to walk into a show when you don't know anybody, and they were all so welcoming, and she's unbelievable. She's an incredible artist.
We are going to watch Thursday. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. And I just want to give a shout out to Casey, because I'm shooting a little movie there right now in Kansas City.
You hear that, Casey? Our thanks to Ana Ortiz. You can catch Ana and How to Get Away with Murder this Thursday at 10 p.m. right here on ABC. And Season 2 of Devious Maids will be made available later this year. We'll be right back.
I want to hear your view. Follow us on Twitter to join the conversation and go behind the scenes before, during, and after the show. Find us at @TheViewTV.
You know, I was just saying, it's kind of amazing to see all the Latinos and Latinas in the audience. Welcome. Have a great day. Take a little time to enjoy the view, everybody. That's the show for today.